On today's Hall of Fame, we're going to discuss a subject that could, unless we do something about it, affect any of us. AIDS, acquired immune deficiency syndrome.
We're talking about AIDS, not to scare any of you guys out there, but just to let you know that this is one disease we can do something about.
While there is no cure yet, there is prevention and understanding, if you know the facts.
We want to start off by introducing you to 14-year-old Wesley Cruz from Allen, Texas. Wesley's just like you and me, only he has AIDS. Here's his story. Let's watch.
14-year-old Wesley Cruz is getting dressed for another day of school in his hometown, Allen, Texas. For Wesley, each day bears special significance because it's another day in his personal battle against AIDS. 3.5 years ago, following a blood transfusion, Wesley and his parents learned he tested positive for the AIDS virus, and it was news that would change his life forever.
When my parents first told me, I wasn't really sure what it was because I just saw AIDS on television, but I didn't really know what it was. They had to explain it to me and explain to me that I wasn't sick with it yet. I'm positive. AIDS positive really just means that I'm pretty much normal, but I'm just carrying this disease around with me.
Initially, his doctors and parents thought it was best not to reveal the truth about his condition to the other members of their small community, fearing he would suffer the consequences.
My parents didn't really want me to go public because they were kind of confused too. They didn't know how people would react.
He had been hurt enough from the illness and we didn't want him to be hurt anymore.
I didn't know how badly he was hurting, keeping it in. And he came to me one day and just said, "Mom, I want to make a difference in the world, and if you don't help me tell, I'm going to tell." And so it was then that I realized that it was really hurting him, and he really needed to get it out.
Desiring to set an example for other kids battling AIDS, Wesley decided it was time to step forward and tell the truth.
I wanted them to know the truth because if other people wanted to go public, they wouldn't be as scared if they knew how people were going to react. Everybody was real supportive, and it wasn't at all like I expected it to be.
Wesley's decision has paid off in a big way. The town of Allen has rallied in his support, including his favorite teacher, Sandra Long.
He's been very, very courageous just walking into school on Monday after the announcement was made. The students here at the middle school are very supportive. They had been educated on AIDS in their science classes, so most of them were very comfortable with it.
One source of Wesley's strength has been his close friends. In good times and bad, their bond of friendship has held them together. Wesley's main mission these days is clearing up the misconceptions about AIDS.
I want people to treat me regular and not treat me as that's the sick person. I think the people that have AIDS, no matter if they're kids or adults, I think they're just normal people trying to live a life.
Thanks to the progress of modern medicine, the future looks bright for Wesley. He's enrolled in a special program that allows him to receive this experimental medication called DDI, which he takes every 8 hours. The result is that his health remains good. Hall of Fame member Wesley Cruz is a symbol of hope for all of us. Wesley Cruz is truly a hero. It takes a lot of courage to do what he did.
Yeah, I think his speaking out will help us understand exactly what AIDS is and isn't.
There are a lot of other young people across the country who are also trying to get the word out about AIDS. One of them is 15-year-old Liza Mannix from Orlando, Florida.
Liza went through a special training program that prepared her to talk to teens about AIDS. In the class, she met a baby and a man who had the AIDS virus. Here's her experience. Let's watch.
I took some classes out at the University of Central Florida to learn about dealing with the human aspect, meeting people with HIV and with AIDS and learning how to communicate with them just like any other person. Elizabeth is just like any other normal little girl. She's fun and she likes to play, and I enjoy being around her. You would never know just by looking at her that she has tested HIV positive. When some of my friends found out that I had held Elizabeth, I was sort of surprised to find out that even they had some misconceptions and were surprised that I would touch her and hold her. And once they realized that I'm not going to get anything through casual contact from Elizabeth, then they were okay with it. It makes me scared for people that I know that they don't realize how this could happen to them. I think the largest misconception that especially teenagers have is that HIV and AIDS is not going to affect them. When I heard Bob's story about how he used to be a drug user and his struggle with HIV, it really made me realize how your actions affect you in your future and the other people around you as well. I want to teach other kids about AIDS because I feel it's important that people realize that they're responsible for their own actions, and hopefully I can relay that to my peers.